All right. All right. Thanks everyone that's tuned in. Uh, Chris and I are here and talking all kind of disc containers before the show and kind of showing off our tips and everything. And so and so, yeah, disc
Beg your
container
pardon?
tips. Um,
Right. Those
so
tips.
all right. Yeah. So what we are kind of talking about today is I'd mentioned to him that, is there anything else that he would like? And he at first said, no, you're spoiling me. But then he came back with, yeah, I got an idea for something. So, um, so he has got his disc detainer pick tray that he would like. And I guess, is that still technically a pinning tray or is that a disc tray? So, I
I had
guess,
to chuck tray, I think, after you would create it.
yeah. So I'm trying to get my other screen up. So I know, Chris, you had kind of shown your picture beforehand of what you had designed or kind of brainstorming of what you liked. And I was going to try to talk with you through some of that as I'm trying to navigate a couple screens here and
I'm
trying to get
sure
my
you
software.
are.
So, and hopefully my connection holds up because I may turn my camera off just so I'm not having to send out so much when I turn this screen on. So let's see, get that off and get this off.
That's nice.
So,
That's a
so
nice.
let me just go ahead and what I'm gonna do. So you got your idea there. Matter of fact, let's see, how can I do this without kicking me off the stage? So let me present, share screen, window. All right, share.
Oh, cool.
So, and sorry, I got to flip back and forth to make sure I'm showing the right stuff.
That's all right.
All right. So this is the software. Okay, this is what I use. This is Fusion 360. It's a 3D CAD software. So let me see if I can kind of get this up. So this is the last tray that I designed for myself. Let me see. So sketches. Turn that off. So as you can, I don't know if I'll try to hold this up to the camera too. So that is actually, let's see, this red one probably shows up a little better. That was when I designed this tray. I made it for 12, 12 discs and 12 spacers and a carrier and that. So just to give you reference, that was that design. So we're going
Right.
to kind of work on what Chris had talked about. Um, let's see. Let me flip back over. All right, so let me turn this off. And I had somewhat started on a sketch like what you had drawn out, but I got to a certain point and I wanted to make sure before I continued any further that I was kind of hitting on the right idea. So what I've got right now, I've got 12 spaces for disc and I've got them at 14 millimeters. Does that sound pretty
All right.
good?
Let's see what we got. I'm just gonna use a Abloy Classic, like out of a handbag, the bigger discs, because I have. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, I have 13.5, so 14 millimeters perfect, I think.
Well, you see, you got 13.5. So I think that probably needs, and you'll see why later, but I think we probably need to make that bigger because when I start doing fillets and doing these nice round ends and stuff, it's going to eat up some of that 14.
Okay.
So I'm just going to change that real quick to a 16 and see what that does. I need to edit my pattern a little bit more. So let's go to 18.
That gives you
That
boogie
way.
room.
Yeah, and that'll give me some, because I like to round out some things and make it look a little more appealing to the eye too. All right. So let me see. Your sketch was next. You were kind of talking about up at the, I want to go to the top right, I guess, if we can. So originally, I think you had said mentioned something about a spacer and then the carrier below it. Is that correct?
Let's see.
So up to
Get
top
I,
right.
bottom plate right here,
Mm-hmm.
carriage and spacers there, and maybe a spot for the key, but that's not. You don't. I don't really have to have a key in there,
Mm-hmm.
but I like if I'm going to if I'm going to pick something on camera and gut it, the top plate and the spacer is going to come off, and the carriage is going to go somewhere. All the discs are going to go somewhere. I don't really care about the spacers being laid out because I'm all good with
Right.
that. And some place to put the key. I guess I should put measure the abloy key. Sorry, keep going.
Well, I figured for that we'll probably base it off of a anchor last, so that's kind of
Oh
probably the
yeah,
biggest.
that's the bigger one. You're right.
Yeah,
Here.
that's the biggest key and longest key we'll probably see too. So maybe we'll do that with the anchor. But I guess what I was wanting to talk about was some things you didn't mention that I usually worry about losing is the sidebar.
Um,
So,
I figured it could go in with the carriage, but yeah, okay. I got this anchor last.
mm-hmm.
It is 63.50 really. So that's
So I'm just going.
maximum. I mean
Okay.
minimum.
So I'm just going to throw that out there. 65 down there. That was kind of where I started with the key. So where I was going with that is like up here at the right, instead of having, if you're not wanting a lid for the carriage, and originally you showed the spacers at the bottom, that would be kind of an odd shaped lid, because it would be going
Yeah, because it would
across and then down.
right. And my idea of this is that if you're called away in the middle of it, you can take the carriage out, you can take the bottom plate out. All you really need to keep really in order are the discs, and then you want to make sure your spacers don't run away.
Mm-hmm.
These other big pieces, I mean, I can just put them either in my vise, the well of my vise, or in these little guys I have here.
Well, the reason I bring this up because I'm just wondering, is it okay if we just move that to the right side, maybe right beside the disc? Because I'm thinking when I make a lid, if I have to cover that down there, then we're going to be almost like a T shape per se.
Yeah, you can, as far as you designing it over here, you can design. You can put those. You can rearrange where these things appear.
Okay, and
So
that's what I was
you can
thinking
put it over
is
there. My finger doesn't go into your picture, but
right.
you know what I'm saying.
Right. So I thought about over. Let me just draw a rectangle real quick. So I thought about just going ahead and maybe putting a slot for the spacers up here. And what
That's
I
good.
would do is I would still, let me dimension that. Um, uh, Leave it the same diameter because they're going to be the same diameter. So 16, and then I'll line it up with these possibly. And when we cut it deep, if I do it the same height and we'll cut it a little bit deeper, because what's a typical spacer? About 0.4 to 0.6 millimeters.
Let me
And
grab
say if
one.
you got 12 of those, or even say 10 to make the numbers easy, at 0.6, that's going to be 6 millimeters high, but we're going to have two stacks, so that's 3 millimeters. So I only need to cut that down about 3 millimeters, and you could stack them in there
Right, and they'll
on top
still
of each other.
yeah, exactly. They'll still go there.
And what I
This
may
is
do,
anchor lass, and this is um, come on, turn on. Yeah, 0.6. You're right on the money.
so I'm gonna also I want to do. Are you worried about the sidebar getting lost? Is what my next question, and the
Um,
screws.
well, there's enough room somewhere. You could throw in a little groove for the
Just
sidebar. Yeah, because that can roll away and fall down and get really hard to
okay.
find.
Okay, so I'm going to move that there just for a second. So on the sidebar, what kind of distances? I'm just going to check some other trays. Um, let's see, that's about 30 millimeters. What's my distance here? Nope. See what the diameter here. So about 30. So I'm going to draw another rectangle just right here. You can put your sidebar and possibly the screws, the screws in there. So let me just put that in there, dimension that.
Yeah, the sidebar is like, this is anchor
Yes,
last. It's
they're not very long, but
1.97 and length is, watch me lose it. 20.21.
okay. So we're somewhere
I'm
around
sorry.
32 right now. So that should be room for the sidebar, and if you want to drop the retaining screws in there. And most of the time, retaining screws are what, 4 millimeters. So that'll be plenty large, I think, for that.
I throw those away. I have all mine in little tiny bags and stuff.
And that reminds me, I bought some. I don't know if you ever, one time you were talking about tapping one out. So drilling one out and retapping it with a 5 millimeter. So I don't know if you ever got those or not. If you need some,
I'm
did
trying to
get some.
think, did I tap it or not? I think I was happy. I might have tapped it. I can't remember. That was Drilly. Where's Drilly? This is Drilly. Yeah, Drilly.
But that's just sad. If you think about it, need them. Like I did buy some 5s. I meant to send you a couple in the last package. Just see.
Actually, it looks more like
all right.
This might more. I didn't tap it out, but it's way drilled out. Drilly got.
Oh, okay. So it's not just a 5. All right, that's fine. So I was trying to find. There it is. I think the widest key I have is a Gerda. That looks like my widest. So that's about 30. So let me change that to 30. Ooh, that's a big slot.
You have an SS Gerda. I don't have an SS. This is mine. It's just like the cheap Chinese, but you have the better one with the actual that has gates and stuff.
Let's see. So, alrighty. So we need a place for the carriage. So I need another rectangle. And I'm going to line all this up. And so what's your carriage height there? Have you got one?
I got one. Let's see. This is an anchor lass. I wonder if those are bigger than the other. Wait a minute. I'll tell you, the handbag one is bigger. Let me grab one of those if I can. Here's one. So that's out of a handbag, and the height is 16.
16.
16
So
height,
we'll go.
and then the length is with a spring is about 42.
So we'll go 48. Looks pretty good right now. All right. So just trying to give a. Now that I box myself in over here. I was moving stuff around trying to get into containers, and I boxed my chair in. All right. So
I'm going to grab my other phone and see if I can answer chat questions while we're doing this. We'll see. Maybe if anybody's there.
Oh yeah, let's see. We got 4 on there. I know Brett and Tinny are talking out about coffee and let's see, butter. Look out! Uh-oh. Yeah, we're here. I hear you. Oh, be quiet now. So, did y'all ask a question? I got to scroll back up to see because I'm on 2 computers. Let's see. Hey, trucker, if you're still on, let's see. Downfall. Thanks for joining us. Let's see. Is that it? No sugar in your coffee, right? You want salt? Somebody says salt takes out the bitterness. Is that true? I don't drink that kind of coffee, so. Oh, beef drippings. Ugh. Sound like you're making Vegemite.
Uh-oh.
Hey, trucker. Okay, so this is our kind of a rough sketch, and we needed a slot for the spacer too, correct?
Yes.
The anchor last one, so that's not that bad of a problem. I may try to rearrange some of this. So just to give a overall dimension right now, this will let me info. I want to go from here to here. No, wrong dimension. So from there to there, it's 137 millimeters, which is almost 37, which is about 5.5 inches. And I think you said about a 4x6, correct?
Let's see. What did I have? Yeah, I had a 3x5 card, and I thought, okay, we're going to need more than that. So
yeah, so that we're still trying to stay in. I'm still trying to stay in there somewhat close to that 4x6 card.
that way I don't have to pick up the vise.
Right. Because what I'm thinking,
4x6. Yeah, that's if you can get it in that or very close to that, that'd be great.
yeah, because I think these other ones that I had, the smallest one I have now is probably about a 4x6 now. That was off, I think, a verse. So yeah, that's about 4x6 is about that size there. So, but we're making some stuff a little bit smaller. Okay, so we need a spacer. I'm just going to throw a circle over here so I don't forget it. And that one's probably going to be bigger because it's the threads and the carriage. So we'll do that one 20 to match the carriage one. All right. So now time to. All right. Anything? Yeah. What else was on your drawing? Anything?
Let's see. We have the bottom plate and a washer. We have a carriage. We have spacers and a key.
All right.
And we've added sidebar.
Right. And we've actually got probably enough room to throw another sidebar on here too, just instead of having wasted space. I hate, use our. So,
use it up, right? Make it balance it out. Yeah, this is an Anchorless bottom plate, and it is 16 and a half. So
okay, I got 22 in there for that spacer.
That's fine. You get anything in, that's perfect. That'll work great. I can't believe I have all these parts laying around.
I'm glad you do, because then we can just grab it and go.
Right.
So this one.
A little scary though. All those disassemble blocks.
So, put this up. About there. Okay. Anything else? Do we need? You want to add another tray at the bottom? Because this to be squared off. We have room to add. I don't know if you want to put another little small slot for any kind of screws or other sidebars or.
Let's see. So you have. Oh, I see what you're saying. You have the bottom, say, middle towards the right.
Mm-hmm. And what I also thought, and let me see if I could do a 30 by 30. What I'm thinking here is last Big Smith. Yeah. So center. I want to go from center there to there. I want to make, just out of curiosity, what is the key width of that Anchorless? The blade width, is that probably about 3.5 or 4?
You mean from top to bottom, or the thickness?
Yeah. Like if it's laying flat on, if you drop that key and it's laying flat, what's the widest the blade itself is?
Oh, okay. With no cuts, it's 5.5.
Okay. So we will go. Let's go 10. Let's see how that looks. Okay.
I just thought of something that's going to blow the whole thing out. So maybe
What's
I
that?
shut up.
No, go ahead. That's why I want to do this kind of where we can
Well,
collaborate.
somewhere on there. I mean, if it were bigger, and this is too big though, to put a slot to put your chip in there.
Oh, mine
Well, no, mine.
or anybody's?
Well, anybody's.
Oh,
Yeah,
yours. Uh,
but that's like
let's see.
41.
41.
That's too big. That makes everything too big. But I have another idea. You could put in a slinky badge. There might be room left for a slinky badge.
What's the diameter?
All right. $24.7, so 25 minimum.
Okay, 25. That
So,
thing, wow, that's that much bigger than the drill protection on the anchor last. Wow.
yeah,
Big.
here, I'll hold them up.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Slinky's a big guy.
All right. So I am going to.
But if it screws it up, I don't want to, I don't want to make this harder than it needs to be.
I'm trying to make some extra space here without screwing up my drawing. Let's see. Oh, no, nope, Control Z. I got to redraw that. Get away. Where's my anchor? All right, so let me move y'all out of the way. I know, yeah, this isn't it. Yep, I know this isn't picking. All right, so there. Let's say I don't want to do 10.
Oh, this is messed up. Oh, wait a minute. Time out. Oh, my calibration's off.
Of course, not. My computer wants to be slow. Okay.
So how did you learn CAD? How did you learn all that?
I actually minored in college.
Okay, that's why you're so good at it.
I took some minored in graphics and while I was there.
Because 3D printers are so fascinating, but you got to know how to set them up, or at least adjust them. Even if you do something off of Thingiverse, your printer might be slightly different.
Right. And that's been interesting. This new one I've got, the bamboo, compared to the other one, there is zero setup for it. You plug it in, it does all its things, and you send it what you want, and it just it's just
Wow.
So far it's been really nice. All right. So what happened to my Slinky chip? Or my 25. All right. So I'm just trying to figure out if there's an orientation that I can move stuff around. Just keep us under our proposed.
I have to plug in. What am I doing? What am I doing? There we go.
So that's our carriage. That's the spacer. Hey, Tumo. Join. Let's see. Downfall. I think I said hey. I think hey. Let's see. Oh. So, how can I adjust? Any ideas, y'all? Let's see. What about if I take this, move it?
Okay, where's Lady Lux?
Let's see. So let me just move that out of the way for a second. I'm just yeah, need somebody that can cram 5 pounds of stuff into a 4-pound bag.
Right. Well, that's kind of me. But we don't have to have a slinky chip. I mean, because we have enough room on the vise, because this should fit with my vise off to the side of my vise as I gut it.
Let's see.
That was the idea anyway. Let's see, what's this? Yeah, that's like 6 by 4. And that fits in the set.
Not quite. Let's see what my height is, because I don't remember info. Because if we got more room to go down, that will know info. From there to there. 69. What's the equivalent of 60? Oh, no, I don't need any 69 around this crowd. So we still, to keep the 4 foot, or not 4 foot, 4 inches. I think we got room, because I can put the carrier here, and then that. Oops, that can go there. The slinky chip. All right. And let's see what this does. Move. Let's just swap that 90 degrees.
Tinny says, put in a section for cat treats. Actually, the cat treats can go on the little troughs on the chuck vise.
Yeah, have our little feeding bowl.
Yeah. I'll tell you, when I did these cutouts and put them on there, when I did the video and I kept dropping the keys with and without, on camera, it's about half the sound, the clatter. I mean, when on the plastic without the little mat. On camera, it doesn't seem like it's that big of a deal. In person, it's a big deal. So if you you could try it, but I think that's because the camera or phone is so much farther away, or it sort of maybe the phone equalizes things out a little bit, so you don't have any blasts of sound.
Yeah,
something.
Yeah, it does.
I felt kind of stupid. I'm saying, see how loud that is, and then I watched the video and I went, "Oh, it's not loud," or "It's not that loud."
Right.
But in person, it is. Anyway, I like it because things don't tend to bounce away. Whoa! If you put it on the mat, it doesn't bounce away.
Oh yeah, I mean, I hear it. I definitely do. Let's see. So try that. Okay, and I could probably put that back. But all right, so Is that okay there for this the
Yeah,
badge or
that's
for the
great.
badge? I actually have another box. You can put something else in the key, and our overall right now. I mean, we can still tweak on it. So from there to let's see if I'll see my X height. My Y height is. I want to do one direction. Nope, want the other direction. Oh, don't tell me that. So 60. Oh, there it is. 87. 87 is the pro. Yeah, we're still way under 4 inches tall. So
Oh,
maybe
great.
we can probably spread this out a little bit and do some more. What do you want to call it? Aesthetics. Just so it looks a little.
Now, do you have disc troughs in there so that you can put your tweezers in behind the underneath the disc and pull it up? I
So
think that's.
yeah, I do, and
Oh,
I'll
okay.
put. Yeah, so
Those will all go in there.
yeah, it will, and usually I'll do that after I kind of oh, this thing wants to be a pain. Get
Get your
off of there.
space.
Delete. This software wants to anchor everything, and if once you anchor it, it does not want to move.
Doesn't want to move, huh?
Yeah, see right now it won't let me move that part. So I gotta find where the anchor's at. I think it's that one. Nope, that was not the anchor. Delete. Okay. Move. Nope, that won't let it. Delete them all.
It's glued in there.
Yeah, it does. This software, once if you ever click on a point, it wants to keep it right. And still, there's one there. Lord, what is holding it in place? Easy way to fix this, though, is copy it. Control V. I'll put one over here that is not anchored. And I'll come right back and delete.
And then put that one in there.
I move this one anywhere now.
Oh, I got you.
Let's see. I may make this one. Let's see how far did we say the carrier needed to be? Do you remember? Well, the carrier was 48, I think, if I'm correct. That's the carrier tray.
Let's see.
So this one, down, center it with that one, maybe.
Yeah, the carrier is 38.
38.
38 long by 16 fat. And that's going to be the biggest one that you're going to get. The rest are a lot smaller. So,
all right. So maybe I'll.
What are these guys making fun of us about? Chris, do you keep your discs in the same order they came out? Yes.
So I'll do that. Delete. All right. Someone move that one down. But yeah, I try to, and depending on the spacers, because some of the abloys have different spacers sometimes, but
Yes.
they don't. But a lot of times you can figure out the order. It's not like it's critical that it's that exact one. Sometimes, unless it's the thinner ones, there are some, but you usually know where those go. So that up there. All right. Do you want the key shaped, or I can put it back square so you can put anything in there? What do you think about put it back square or rectangle instead of that odd shape?
Okay.
I was doing that to do other spaces, but I don't think we need it. Do you? So, okay, delete. All right, so that's kind of our preliminary right now. We got one for spacer or for the badge. Got your one for the anti-drill spacer. Got all these sidebar and the disc spacers. So, all right, let me do something real quick. So let me that to that, and then nope.
That's one. Come on. All right. Where's your ass? Is that a 3? That's a 5. Now, why didn't you want to go there? Okay, that is disconcerting. This is a 6. Oh, no, that's a 3. Shut up. No wonder I can't pick these stupid locks. All right.
That back down. So,
5's a 5.
all right. So I think if that looks good, let's see. I need delete that. Line.
Oh, do I keep my spacers in order?
Yeah, I think he's asking when you pull them out, do you put them in
Right.
the spacers? Which
I found as long as they're all going the same way, with say abloys, it doesn't matter if the hump is up or the hump is down. But if you just do it consistently throughout, I don't see any difference. Oh, that's funny. I can see me. I can see the delay here. I'm on my other phone.
sorry, I'm just trying to get a one last figure in here, and usually I try to do an even space around it, but it's okay. Doesn't really make sense when I'm drawing it, but it will in a second. All right, rectangle from there. So 146, 82. Six. 7. 8. All right. So there's the tray. Let's clean it up just a second.
Awesome.
And we're about to now. So this is just a sketch we've created. Now we
Right.
got to make it into a 3D model. All right.
Oh
so
my.
now, well, let's see. So our discs are what? What's the thickest disc? Is about 2 millimeters thick. Does that sound right? So we need that carriage. Our deepest compartment, I guess, will be for the spacers because we only have one compartment, correct?
That's correct.
So that one, do math. What did I say earlier? 6, maybe 8 millimeters deep. That needs to be total for all of them, but we'll have 2 stacks. So we can cut that in half. That's 4. And all right, so just for right now, let me see how thick these are. Oh, they're 10. 10's plenty. So 10 will be good. So what I'm going to do here is we're going to make a block first. I'm going to make it 10 millimeters thick. So now we just have a solid block of
All right.
plastic. So now, not that one. So turn my sketch back on. All right. So now we need to make the circles for the discs. We figure they're 2 millimeters each. And we'll give a little bit extra room. So how about 4? And we want to go -4. And that's going to cut them into the plastic or model. So now we have the holes shown. And I don't see why we can't do this. This one is 4 as well. Okay. The key, how thick is a key most of the time? About, this one's 7. And this is, I think, probably the thickest one we'll see. So I think 7's probably a good number for that one. What do you think?
Which way were you measuring?
The bow, how thick it, like if it's laying flat. Like
An
if you
anchor
lay the
last is
key
20.58. That way?
the other way, this, like if I was measuring this way, see that?
Which way? Oh, length? No,
No,
fat.
Yeah, fat.
3.
Okay, so this one's right at 7 with the casing. So extrude that one just in case, -7. Okay, that'll make a box. So the spacer is probably our thickest part, right? So
Yeah, because of you're stacking them up and making them.
I'm sorry, not spacer. The drill protection. So that one I'm gonna do 8. And how about the slinky badge? How do you want it, kind of flush, or just how deep does that need to be?
Where'd Slinky go? Oh, here it is. Let's see, how deep is this?
Oh, hey, Lady Locks.
4.5.
Do you want it all the way in, or do you want?
I'm sorry, 5.2. I was on the wrong part.
5.2. Do you want it flush, or do you want it raised up just a little?
It needs to be raised up a little bit.
So
after all, it is Slinky.
4.5. So that way, if you glue it down, it'll be a little hump coming out.
Yeah.
All right. -4.5. All righty. And we said the spacers would be our deepest thing, so I'm just going to run them down as far as I can go. Not 18, 8. Okay, and then this is for the carrier. So this one, we'll do it as deep as it'll go to. So we'll go -8 on that as well. All right, now let's kind of go back and make it look a little bit better. Let's see, when I say that, is we're gonna give it some soft. Yeah. Oh, and I got to click on the right thing.
Hey, Steve's. Hey, Pickle Slice. Hey, Lady Locks. Hey, Beer Can. Hey, Brett. Downfall. And Picksmith was here earlier as well.
Yeah. Nope, 4 is too much. Two I think looks good. Okay, so that kind of gets the bottom around shape. for? What's it not doing that? See. Sometimes it doesn't like squares when you try to do this command. Why is it? Oh, I bet I know why. Go to 3. There we go. 3 looks better. Rounds off both ends. Okay. We'll say 6. Okay.
Lady Luck says Slinky Proof DD tray. Actually, she
Yep.
she is very, very good at not disturbing stuff. The things that she gets we have trouble with is springs getting caught in her fur from pin tumblers. That does happen.
All right.
Okay, so pickle slice is getting way too technical for me, talking about the sides of where the discs go. But he's talking about the extrude and then the fillet and then the.
Yep. Sorry. Yeah, I'm not really talking through. I mean, if you want to.
No, that's fine.
Class. Yep. Because I just did fillets. I did extrude. It's like right now. I'm gonna go back. This is a fillet command, and you can do fillets or chamfers, and just kind of smooths it out a little bit. But I'm not going to do that right this second on the outside, and this is the next step is why. So I'll come back later, and what I'll do here, I may not do it on screen, but what I'll do is I'll put a line through each one of these, like I did
Right,
on.
so you can pick it up.
Right, so your tweezers can go under it. So
You
now
dip in and dip and pick.
So now the question, and let's see. I'll tell you what I need to do. I'll set that -2.
That was nice DD picking, Lady Lux, on your Zarker.
See if I can get a -1 out of it. Just want to make that a little bit deeper. Nope, it's not going to let me. That's fine. All right. So now we need to design the lid. And the lid, 2 options. Okay, so right now this is completely flat. And we can have something that slides over just the top, or we can raise the edge a little bit, and got a couple options. We can drop this top layer down a little bit and have a top slide in, so when it slides in it would be flush with the rest of the top, and then when it's off, this area would be dropped down just a little bit, the thickness of that lid. And there would be a groove here, just like on those little pinning trays, and a groove here, and just a solid sheet could slide over this top now.
Ooh.
Or I can have something that kind of is like a clamshell that would slide over the top, and this could stay the same. That way there's no height difference. The only difference would be I'd put a groove here and a groove over here, and then it would be like a L, kind of like a L-shaped top, as you would just slide over, and then the L part would just stop it from going any further. That way the top would always be the same finish, and you wouldn't have any little edges sticking up or anything here with the clamshell. So that's the advantage of a clamshell lid. What I kind of call a clamshell lid is to slide over, so that way there's no, you don't have to pull material down or stick material up, because all it is there's a groove here that it slides into, but it just makes the lid a little bulkier per se.
Huh. I can't decide. What do people think? And
I know it's probably hard if I'm not describing it. Oh, great. This graveyard.
Well, you could do.
Laylock says the clamshell. I think it looks a little better, because if people wanted to print it without the, using the lid, they can, and there's no extra pieces shown. All it is this
Okay, yeah,
brush.
I like that. I like that rationale. And now Picksmith is answering Lady Locks says now I have to gut a disc lock, and Picksmith says, "Oh, great, a new disc graveyard at Lady Lock."
Retention on the side be possible if it clicks. Yes, and here's what I say, Pickle Slice. And I thought about this before the show. So right when I do this channel here is right before, I do it at the beginning is I put like a little C indentation here, and then on the lid I also extrude it out to a C a little bit, so that way it clicks in when it goes there. Does that sound what you're
Yeah,
wondering?
that makes sense. And
So
it will also be snake proof because Snake likes to really inspect all these things, which is great. But sometimes I find something out of place in it, and it's Slinky has been napping, but it's been the snake.
oh, okay. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to do a sketch for the lid. So I want to first I'm going to you kind of got to tell this stuff that I want to project the other thing so I can draw off of it. So now, so and one thing about 3D printing, you do, yeah, um, yeah, and store the cleanest. Yeah, the only thing of it is with the clamshell, far as storage goes, if you started stacking this, it wouldn't be even unless we came back. Well,
Yeah, I don't like the idea of stacking these ones because then I'm going to get out of control. If I have more than
okay.
one of these, and that's what I'm trying to regain control.
So I'm just basic. Let me do an offset first. This. So we want to be, we'll say 2 millimeters thick. All right. So line. This is just a real basic sketch. So who is it? Pickle Slice. I guess if you're knowing the extrude and stuff, I guess you do some drawing or drafting as well. If you knew the commands already. Point one. Why does it? What is it saying? All blue. Oh, um, I Laylock's that brand new camera, and I I should have switched it maybe to use the software. I am not too sure. Yeah, because that's that new. Oh, let's see, the new camera. So this is the first time I have used that camera. Um, it's my normal lights. I mean, they are kind of blue tinted lights, but yeah, it does wash out blue on this. But well, I would. Well, I'm in my workshop, so no, I'm working off my laptop now. If I go to my desk in the house, yeah, I got a 43-inch monitor, but I have to have that for work. So I don't want to go blind with my job right now. um, so let's see. So we'll go in about 1 millimeter. So general idea. So what I'm doing there is when you 3D print, you want to do stuff at 45s or smaller angles because you can't print in midair. Um, rockets, maybe some other things, but not rockets. So let's see. Nope. All right. So I do need to trim that. All right. So that's the general idea. And what I'll do is I'll put a. It's kind of hard to do in 2D right now, but I'll put a little hump on both um, things to do that. So I need to mirror this. Oop, gotta draw a line first. My midpoint. Oh, no, I got a midpoint somewhere. There it is. Change that to a sketch line. All right. So now I should have the shape on both sides. Chris, you fixing Slinky's dinner?
I was doing some stuff in the kitchen. I'm back now.
I just figured Slinky's like, feed me now.
No, actually, it's good. She's sleeping because I need to cook her some more food, and that'll take a bit. I can give her treats to kind of tide her over, and the food takes, I don't know, 12, 14 minutes. So she's like, meow. And when you cook it, it smells really good. And so she kind of goes nuts on that too. So, but we're all good here. Let's see. Where's my pickle slice? There's my pickle slice. Ooh, that is really cool.
So, all right. Let me finish.
Uh-oh. Oh, there.
I need to do, not make sense, but I need to put a line.
All right, that goes back.
Rockets 40. I got to get my new printer set up and going. So my new printer. I got another new one that I'm playing with now. Okay, I think that's good for right now.
Brett just gets me every time.
It's drinking time. You may get drunk if you keep watching me. That's for sure. So
get back here and pay attention.
This is the
drinking time. Well, some of us don't drink, and we're still nuts. You got one of the negative version stickers. Only a handful of those out there. Yes, I have the limited edition. Ooh, it's looking really good. Look at that. Lockchuck is a genius.
No.
Look at that. Save your dump till later. I was in the kitchen. I don't take a dump in the kitchen. Nor do I pee in the sink. It is Brett. Drink water. Water is life. Well, that's true. Pickles are picks milk.
Right. So, well, basic right now, that's the lid. So that's what I consider kind of like a clamshell shape.
Yeah.
So, and then when I turn there's the tray with the lid on it. It covers all the discs and the spacers and the sidebar, and then we got the slinky, your space key, and the carrier there. So
awesome.
So let me do a So let me do a couple things, and I can actually won't be too much longer, and I'll have the base at least printing. Let's see, and what I'll do is I'll probably set it a time lapse, and then I'll post a video afterwards of the time lapse of it printing. But what I need to do now is turn the lid off, and I need to extrude that. -42. Oops, why did you not take -42? Delete. And yep, let's do -43 just to give it a millimeter extra space, because 3D printers are not perfect when they cut. Okay, that should have put the groove in for the side. Let me do one last fillet to kind of bougie it up. Around that. Let's do 3. There we go. 3. Kind of soften those edges. So all right. So right now, that's the tray. So let's rename this. So the CC tray. All right. So let me dump this out. Oh, I know what I forgot. Uh-oh, somebody's awake. Feed me.
See, yeah, I can't take her anywhere. What the hell was that? Oh, that was one of the little trays. Gee, it had a sidebar in it and a ball. Slink. You dick dog?
So let me see.
All right, where's my flashlight?
Uh-oh. Did my screen stop? Oh, there it is. It's back. All right. So before.
What, sweetie?
Just thinking to myself, how to do that.
You're just demonstrating why we need this, aren't you, Slinky? Even though you're really good and you don't really do this.
The tweezer groove. All right.
Yeah, what do you want me to
A
show?
sketch, right? No,
All right, we'll put this back.
Control Z.
Everybody's back.
Turn that sketch off. Still a sketch right there.
All right, one more shim. That we got lots of. All right. Okay, Slinky. We're going into the kitchen.
So, all right. I had the idea how.
I like that view. All right. Alexa, turn on kitchen.
Sometimes you got to think. That's the bad part about coming up with this stuff off the fly, is coming up with the idea how to get something to work. But I think I got it figured out now. There, I want to go 2 millimeters. And then I need a rectangle.
Ouch.
Okay, finish. Extrude. -2. Okay. Let's try 2. All right, that looks good. So there's the little catch. Little half circle right there. I'll put something on the lid to catch that so it doesn't come off. Let's see here. All right, back view. All right. So need a. Do I have? Yes, I do. Mirror feature. Airplane. That is not what I wanted to do.
That's good for now. All right, I'm back. At least back out of the kitchen. Tweezer groove.
Okay. Brett.
Don't forget to spray the air freshener. Brett must take a dump like 7 times a day because that's all he talks about if you're off camera. I take a dump. We're making chicken for Slink Dog. How Slink? Meow. Meow.
Oh, she's answering back.
Meow. 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 Do you need to take a dump? Uh-oh. All right, we're going to put this up in the non-slinky zone. We're going to fix pickle slice. And I'm going to, later I have to refine my pick tip. Come on, dude, get out of here. There you go. All right, what is this thing?
Come on. Tell me you. All right. So that's there now. Sorry about that. All right. So now let's get this thing to the printer.
4, 3, 1, 2, 5, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 0. So this is the problem right here. 135, 137, 132. Okay, that's wrong. That's just wrong.
So let me see. What color filament have I got loaded?
Oh, 130.
I don't have the gray in yet. So the gray is.
I was thinking gray is kind of boring.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I don't mean to diss your vise because it's gray, but blue would
That's
work.
bronze. That's actually bronze. It,
Oh,
it looks
sorry.
gray.
Blue would work
Blue. Let me see
or
what
red
kind. Red. Let's see what I got. So
or aquamarine.
let's see.
What the hell is wrong with this pick? It's not set up right. Oh, that's
Hmm.
okay. There we go. Get in the safe zone.
Let's see. Well, I know that camera's not showing up real well, so I'll show you kind of the. So I've got like a silver and a copper loaded in the machine. I got the orange and a bronze, and then I have this. Let's see. I know this camera's not going to show up well, but this is like a silk purple. And then there's the two-tone, which is blue on that side and rose red on that side. So yeah, those.
Okay, too many options. Pick one for me, guys.
And then I got the old boring black. I got bright yellow.
Why don't we go with yellow?
All right.
If you have, if that's good,
Yeah, I just
let's
it's
start with yellow. Why not?
like Bumblebee. It'll be a Terry B yellow.
Yeah, Terry B.
So
What is this? This
I know this
is
camera's not showing up. Brand new. So that's I know. I need to get this camera out. This one. So there's the yellow. Get it loaded into the machine.
all right. This does not like this. Well, it's starting to navigate. All right, get your ass out of there. Come on. Thank you. So I got a new 330. It's brand new. And I think I've got from this guy before. And they have a key code on them. And they're a little funny because sometimes they don't open unless you sort of give them a little up and down motion. So I'm thinking probably he made a bunch of these up for a job, and these were a little balky, the key cuts on here. And so he just put them aside and he sells them on eBay. I mean, there's nothing wrong with them, and they pick just the same. But we'll go in. If I can stay in the camera frame for you guys. See, not going. Not going. Now it's going. So
but that's a disc not cut, or the key.
I think
not
it's the,
cut just right on one.
yeah, one of them. So I think this is going to be a great thing for me to try and figure out which one it is to further my.
Is that a classic?
Yes, it is.
Or what is that?
It is a classic.
So put the key.
That's the key.
Carrier in that hole. Did I send you two different size holders? Because the classic is shorter. I'm just thinking that little red holder I sent you.
Oh, it'll fit in there. Yeah.
Okay, and then you could turn the key and. Well, no, you can't see the sidebar in that one.
You can't see the sidebar in this.
Yeah.
But I can pick it and see who's balky and compare that picking to the key. I mean, this is great. This is a great thing to test out tips. It's a great thing to learn how to pick these things.
How much was that 330?
I think the whole thing was like $45, $50 shipped.
Okay.
And I think he's in Seattle.
I know Lock Skipper usually has decent prices on.
I haven't heard of him. Oh, I got to check my chicken. I'll be right back. Hustlink, are you eating your foot? Well, you don't have to do that. You got chicken coming up.
All right, sorry about that. Got the filament loaded. So me get software up. Yeah, pickle slice is a two-tone. Yeah, yellow polka dotted bikini. Let's see. Yeah, y'all cannot see this one, so let me stop sharing that software and present screen share. And, this software. So this is, of course, everything you have to have. Different software for different things. So this is the what we call a slicer. So now I need to. This is the imaginary build plate of my machine. So I need to find where I put the Disc Detainer Tray. We'll line it up on the build plate.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot to. Oh, I can't do that. You know what I forgot? A bunch of
What?
stuff. The little slots.
Oh, where's me little tweezer slots?
Yeah, I think somebody is that what somebody was talking about? These are the tweezer slots. Somebody put that in the chat, and I did not catch what they were saying.
Might have been pickle slicer. It might have been somebody back a ways.
Let me see.
Oh yeah.
Somebody was saying that, but I didn't quite understand what they were
Oh,
saying.
pickle slice. Need the tweezer grooves right. Still right.
Yep. All right. Thank you, Pickles. Yep. You got to keep us straight here. Yeah. Flying back. All right. So
Pull the chain, Chris.
back.
Yeah. Funny, Britt. Real freaking funny.
The chain. I don't think we have chains on ours here.
We don't have chains on ours here. Not no
Well,
more.
technically we do on the inside.
We
On the
do.
inside, but
Actually, some of the newer ones don't.
okay.
They don't. They have a
Yeah.
direct
The
connect.
stem that
But
goes through a little hole. Yeah.
yeah, but there's still
I
a
don't
little.
like.
There's still a little kind of S pin or S clip that they use. We call it a shit
So let
clip.
me get.
No, we don't. Did I say that? Beep.
We're on my channel. We can do that on mine. I'm
Alloy
not.
classics are hard to find. Yes. Well, these are pretty cool, Brett. This one anyway. This supplier. And if we look at the key, it says 1810 on there. I hope that's focused. It's so small on my screen I can't see it. But
Let
1810.
me see. Let me flip you over. There we go.
Where's the number? Oh, on the other side, stupid. 1810. And one of these is just a bit off. And it don't take much because the tolerances are really good on these. All right, Chuck, you can get rid of me.
Alrighty.
Come on, there we go. It's kind of like picking a lock with the key.
There we go. All right, back to that. So
Back to chicken.
So let me project.
All right. Yes. Okay. I have little tips for you, Kitty. Here. There you go. Chickens. Might be hot.
It's probably a faster way to do a pattern, but I don't have my measurements here, so.
Almost.
Yeah, if we can get him to talk.
Yeah, Brett. Yeah, he doesn't have a voice.
Whoa, not the 4.
I'm talking about cold beer and ice cold beer. Mmm. Wow, look at that. This is just so fascinating. If I got into this, I'd never, ever, 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 ever sleep. Chickens are in the backyard. Mine's in the skillet. Bye, Chuck. All right, now I have to entertain the troops here. What am I going to do? You've seen all the locks I picked. Well, I haven't picked this one yet. The little FJM. I have to adjust my pick tip for that. Oh dear, where'd Lock Chuck go?
All right, sorry. Can you hear me now?
Yes, you're back.
Okay, my internet went out for a second. Gotta love.
Glad you're back. I'm not good at entertaining the folks.
Neither am
Although
I.
Picksmith is entertaining, and so is Lady Locks in the chat.
Oh, what are they dancing?
If Brett Sucks talks, everybody's going to dance, and it will be a true first.
Yeah. Like Lady Lock said, he's going to sneak it in one day, and we're not going to catch it.
We will. I will. So Picksmith said he saw one of these little FJMs in the field today.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, they're really cheap on Amazon, and they say that they're unpickable and all that stuff. So he's never seen a shutter lock in the wild before. Well, it's a brave new world, Mr. Picksmith. And me being an old fart, I'm not sure I agree with all of it.
I'm just trying to see what looks better.
Chicken's done. Be back. I know, Slinky. I know. I'm on top of it. All right. Are these done? They are done to perfection. All right. I'm going to chop some of this up, cool it off, and you go to town. Ooh, I think I might want some of this. All right. Let that cool off. You can have a treat in the meantime. Come here, Stick Dog. Fish treat. Your favorite. All right, there you go. Whoa. What are the chatters saying? Slinky chat. Actually, 10 of them. They were keyed alike, and there were 4 different keys for each lock. Yeah, it's that cheap Chinese approach. Dee, 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 dee. Cool.
All right, so circle here, we'll say 4 millimeters.
Come here, stink dog. What? Do you want to go out? You can go out. I can monitor you from the kitchen window. Oh, you want those treats? All right. All right. Stinkus. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Whoa, here. There's some milk. Bye. Bye, kitty.
All right, so I'm getting ready to do another extrusion, but this will be for the tweezer. Turn the body back on. And symmetric. There we go. All right, there's the tweezer tray. Really? You might get snow tonight? It's cold enough here to snow. Again, I'm sitting here talking and my internet goes out. It does not like it, I guess, when I'm doing a live of my own. All right. So here we go. Hopefully y'all can hear me. But yep, there's the cloud and the yellow. Uh-oh. Where'd Chris go? All right. You pray to the yellow. It's supposed to snow. Oh yeah. So hopefully this says it'll take 2 hours to print. Are y'all able to hear me? Because I don't know if my internet's working right now. Appreciate it. Okay, cool. Yeah, because my internet kicked me off again a while ago. So anyway, so we are going to send this to. Oop, I need to tell it I loaded yellow filament.
We all hear you. Yeah, it's cloudy here today, kind of cold, but no rain.
I want to create a time lapse. So, all right. So now it's sending to the printer.
All right. Lady Lux is laughing a lot. She's laughed out loud 10 times already. Pickle
Oh,
slice.
I get you, Pickle Slice. Or Pick Smith. Why'd I say Pickle Slice? Oh, um, well, that's sent. I don't know why. Let me see. Can I switch?
Ow.
So, well, you won't see any activity, but it's sent to the printer, and I don't know if this will.
Oh, look at that.
So there. But, well, Brett, since you like talking poop, the first thing this printer is going to do is take a poop.
Oh, to test
There's
its
a
consistency or its
Well,
thickness.
it's changing filaments. So what it has to do is it has to run a lot of filament out.
Oh, okay.
Um, so there's this little poop chute. I don't know if you can see my mouse. It's right back here over.
Yep. Lady Lux says Brett will love that. He's into scatological references and everything about it. He's all about scatological stuff. That Brett.
All right. Did I?
Lady Lux smiling pink poops. What have you been eating? Pink
So,
Downfall's laughing his A off.
yeah. So yeah, I think I just glitched for a reason. I don't know if because I got like 3 things going, so my internet does not like it. So, but it'll heat up. It takes it a minute. It's got to get to like the tip's got to get at like 250 degrees Celsius, and then it'll start squirting filament in that little bucket, and then drop it out the back.
Wow. Now, is that the stock tip or did you buy a super tip for that?
No, this is completely stock as it came, so I've not done any modifications except add the material handler
Right.
that's on top of it.
And you love it, right?
that had a little bit of errors here or there on the finishes, but other than that, it's a lot more cleaner than that my other one I had, and it's a heck of a lot faster. So it's probably double the speed.
Wow.
But let's see, where is all my parts? So somebody and this camera. I wish I could. I may let me try something on my camera. I may while this is printing, I'm gonna hop off Chris and hop right back on so I can change my camera.
Okay, I'll be funny.
Keep them. keep 'em- keep them rolling. Let's see.
We'll keep going. Okay, so here we are. All right, what should I do? I'm not ready to pick anything. All my tips are all set up for different blocks that are not available right now. I can't get to them. Ready, set, go. Okay, make us laugh. Chris, I need bamboo 2 hours for the print sounds amazing. It would take 6 to 8 on my Ender 3. I think that's why he loves it, Pickle Smith. Pickle Slice. Because he says it's so fast and really nice right out of the box. Show us your custom picks. Oh, okay. That will always cause a great cascade of things falling, but we could do that. Uh-oh, they're already starting to fall. Oh, that's 1, that's 2, that's 3, that's 4. All right, we made it without too many falling. Well, it took out lock chuck. All right. So this is a Das Evers. This is a Das Evers as well. And he made up this this micarta. I mean, he made it up in a mold. And of course, this is Terry B. custom just for me. The fish pick, the little feathers, which Slinky loves, and the little fish hook. I don't know how he does it. This is a Joe Picks. He made one of these for Jack Fox. And I said, can you make me one, Joe? It's absolutely beautiful. It's a monkey paw tip. This is a butcher's block. Unfortunately, he's not posting anymore. And I'm not quite sure why. I guess he had some issues. This is a Rookie Locks. I'm sorry, Rook Knight made me this one. And this is like the classic Jason Carlson one. And I don't have a Jason Carlson pick, unfortunately. But I do have a lot of custom picks. And I have Joe Picks picks. Where are my Joe Picks? Over where I can't get to them without knocking the camera down. Terry Picks are just freaking nuts. No clue how he does that. Yeah, who knows? Yeah, his picks are just amazing. Amazing. Do I have a lock to pick? I think you guys have seen most of my locks picked. Lockmania starts tomorrow. Lockmania probably. What time is it? Oh, my clock stopped. Stop that. So if it's coming up on 5 here, 5, and they're what, 9 hours difference? It's getting. I mean, he's probably getting ready to pick his first lock in the Christmas series. So definitely check out Lockmania. Night, Picksmith. Later, Picksmith. So everybody's saying later, Picksmith, and I will do the same. Later, Picksmith. All right, I'll put Chuck back. Let's look at Chuck for a minute here. So this is so cool. It's got his black belt. It's got his custom. He made this DD pick, and he has an abloy lock. If you look very closely there, this is just fantastic. Fantastic. All right, I'm going to try and get my custom picks back where they go in the backyard here. I mean, the back 40 of my set. You'll hear picks dropping. Oh, here's a Joe Picks.
Thank you, Gary. I'm sorry about that, y'all. I lost your connect back.
That's a Joe Picks. All right, go back there.
And I just saw in the chat, I think Picksmith just log off.
Yes, he's calling it a night. You can shut up now, Chris. Chuck is back. Now, guess who said that? You can shut up now.
Because y'all may be seeing this.
That's very cool, that super handle. Yeah, Brett don't talk. You're right, Lady Lux. He just don't. He no talk. Wow, look at that. That's amazing. Now, is that your Chuck? Is that your new ultra low?
Well, no, this one is ultra low, but it is specific. This is for Picksmith.
Oh, okay.
So this one, yeah, he wanted it really low, but he has the panel vise, I think just the ball screwed to
yeah.
board, right. And he wanted this as low as it could go. So this one, so he wanted it 3 different colors, and he wanted 2 different nuts, so he could switch vise or clamps, because he's got 2 different clamps. So made him 2 different ones. And for those that I showed this to Chris earlier, this is, I don't know, Lady Locks, you may know more if you have any trouble sometimes when you tighten it, the ball, or getting it loose. So this was an idea that kind of Pocket Woman spurred to me, because she saw the handle of the Cheetos pick. She's like, well, you need to add that to the nut. I won't say why, but basically said some of the old farts, but may need it. But that was from her. And I think she has some hand grips issues, so that was kind of inspired by her. But I think her vice may already be on the way to her. I don't know if Lady Locks has sent that off yet or not, but anyway. So let me see if I can. Did I lose Chris?
No, I'm still here. I'm reading chat. Lady Locks says, "Oh my God, perfect on the big Turner."
Oh, I've had a hard time um yeah. So
My hands are real strong, and probably
you
because I pick a lot. But
well, you did carpentry, right? Most
and I
carpenters
did,
are
yeah.
yeah, most carpenters I know at that and brick masons, you never wanted to really try to do a strength shake with them because it'll
No,
hurt
they'll crush your hand
you.
because
I'm
they're
like,
just
"Mm,
well, because they use their hands a lot. And I mean,
yeah,
you're carrying all kinds of tools, and you're hanging off a ladder with a 6.5 pound skill saw, and
oh
cut
yeah,
tails, and with your arm extended. Just try pick up something 6.5 pounds and keep it like this. Then pretend you're on a ladder and pretend you can't see what you're doing, but you have to hit the line and not let the saw fall and cut you in the leg. So yeah, we end up with strong hands.
so well,
It
I'll
beats mine.
show this one thing, and then we'll probably just call it a wrap, just to show.
Perfect.
All right,
Oh, look at that. It's
so
doing its
there it is.
job.
So
It's
kind of got
thinking.
a little bit of it's got a little bit of delay to camera on it, and plus I'm streaming the camera. It's the head's moving so fast you can't see.
Right. So you're just getting snapshots of it in
Right.
blur.
Yeah, it's not a real high quality camera. It's just so I can monitor it remotely and see kind of what's going on.
Right. See
'Cause
where
now
you
it's going into high speed mode and it's putting another layer down. You'll see it start growing from the other side.
are. That is so cool.
And when I say it, poop, let me show you the little, for Brett. I'll show you, he likes so much with poop. I'll show him the poop.
Oh yeah, yeah. Perfect. Look at that little poop, the dump.
So let me switch. Let's see. Okay, where's my thing? So that's the, put them in a little box and
Yeah, send that to Brett. He'll like that. So I have
there's,
something special for you.
yeah, that was the one it just did to switch to yellow. So, yep. But dumpster diving. All right. Yep. All right, Chris. Well, I really appreciate the help, and I'll
Hey,
post a
my
video and
pleasure.
do what?
My pleasure.
Yeah, that's been fun. I hope y'all enjoyed it. That those that tuned in, it's not a little different from picking and a little something
Yeah.
different, and kind of show you the things that go in to when y'all talk about when I say I'm designing stuff. That's kind of the process I go through. Probably not that fast because I usually do a lot of measurement and the OCD in me kicks in and I try to get everything in perfect lines and stuff. But so that's how I kind of go through it and what it takes to spit something out of the printer.
Wow.
So um
Totally awesome.
all right. Well, I appreciate it, and y'all thanks for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed it. Yeah, and if anybody else ever has an idea and they want to work on it, hey, I can do another one. So a little something different besides picking. And I was gonna ask Lady Locks, did you see my last video? Oh yeah, and don't forget everybody hit the like button. I don't know if you had a chance to see that last one of me doing the Chubb Cruiser. Let's see.
Definitely a great pick.
I kind of conned Brett into telling me where he got his music from. So
Oh, Picksmith just says, "Ooh, my vice." He must have just tucked himself
oh
in and then turned
yep,
his phone
there's
back on.
and while you're there, got to pop back for hey, I was telling him I'm doing a new handle with some wings to kind of make it easier to turn. I did go ahead and print it with that one. Do you want? I know you wanted 2. Do you want me to send that one, or you just want a regular one? Oh hell yeah! Okay, we'll do. So. Yeah, me too. That's usually at bedtime, late locks. I'm doing the same thing. I'm laying there with my phone, trying to catch up before the end of the, wherever I call it a night.
Same here.
Yeah, it's like, okay, who posted something right before I go to bed that I can watch, and then okay, send me
All
one
right.
of
Well,
each,
thank
and
you,
I'll
Chuck.
test. Okay. All right. Thank you, sir. And like I said, I'll post the time lapse as long as it records. I'll post the time lapse and some pictures of that when it gets done.
Awesome. Awesome. All right. Thank you, everybody, for showing up for Chuck's amazing, amazing design session.
Appreciate it. And if y'all have any ideas, hey, don't don't be afraid to shoot them my way. And I haven't forgot the Lazy Susan locks. I'm still working on that. So, all right. Thank you, locks. I appreciate it. All right. Good night, all.
All right. Night all.